Hello. Right, I think we're all back. Let's, we've got a couple more minutes. I just want to see why this thing is not coming up here. Yeah, there we go. Right. So Oksana told me that we need to look at from page 39 to 42. I just want to check, have you guys done this one before?
1 second.
Do you recognize it? Have you done this? No. Okay, so it's a reading. So let's do, we're going to read the text, choose from A to H, the one that best fits each space. And I have to tell you that there are some that I do not agree with, but I had to go and check the answers. So let's have a look. The oldest advertisement. Jaromir, please would you start for me?
Yep, why not?
Sure.
The first promotional information of the ancient world was the Egyptian papyrus, which informed the process of selling the slave. Also, some Egyptologists believe that they used stone writing to send a promotional message. One such stone was found in the city of Memphis, which was the first capital of ancient Egypt. The promotional text could also be found on walls and boards painted or colored. In Greece and Rome, all promotional messages were written on special boards, later on parchment. All kinds of advertisements were placed on market squares.
Okay, so now we're going to go, and here's the list. So all types of parchment were placed in market squares. Oopsie, sorry.
Oh,
Up. Well, and again, where's my page gone? There it is. Okay. Sorry. So let's go down and look at what we think. So it says all kinds of advertisements were placed on market squares, and there's A to H down the bottom. So what do you think is the perfect ending for the sentence?
Maybe C.
So,
or maybe,
okay.
or maybe E. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you're right. It's E. I just didn't like the sentence construction at all, the way that they did it. So they said all kinds of advertisements were placed on market squares, and they are saying, as the reason for advertising on the market was a large crowd. To me, it's not.
That's a very bad.
Very bad grammar. Exactly. And we're teaching English with very bad grammar. So I was horrified. Okay, thank you.
That's the reason I didn't like that.
Yeah, well, you're 100% correct. So who would like to do the rest for me? Sana, can you do from but, please? Oops.
Yes. 1 second.
So but, the most global?
The most global period in advertising history began only after the advent of the printing press and the mass appearance of the book. The Boston newspaper appeared in the American colonies in 1704 and
Okay, and now let's go and see. So the Boston newspaper appeared in the American colonies in 1704. And what do you think is the correct answer? So when we say something, it ends, or the sentence ends off with and. So we need to have something that continues the sentence. So which one do you think it was? And.
maybe B.
Maybe A.
Okay, but it was 1704. So how about, so if we said and, what do you think would be the next letter? So we've said, let's go back here. I wish we could, I don't want to make it too small, then nobody can see, but we've said the Boston newspaper appeared in the American colonies in 1704. And do you think, what comes before the word was
Maybe
normally?
it appeared and maybe it's closed.
So the answer is actually B. So instead of, so they said, and was fully focused on advertising. So where you say and was, we are saying and it was. So they just leave the it out, but they're referring back to the newspaper. So they're saying, and it, the newspaper, was fully focused on advertising. So they had hundreds of adverts inside this newspaper when it first came out. Okay, let's do. In 1729, who would like to do that for me? Anna, would you like to try? In 1729? Yeah.
In 1729, the Pennsylvania newspaper was founded. It had a huge circulation and large amount of print advertising. In the mid-18th century, the Industrial Revolution began in England, and in the early 19th century in North America. Merchants were aware of the true effect of advertising and how effectively it could be used.
And let's go and see. And how effectively it could be used. What do you think would be the next word? And how effectively it could be used? So something can be used to do something or for doing something. So what do you think? And how effectively it could be used?
To generate high profits.
Perfect. Yes, well done. Okay. So let's go and do. Due to the emergence of photography in 1839, advertising information began to go along with pictures and images of a product, which in turn created greater confidence in the product. Sana, please can you do from in 1884? This will be our last one. Yeah.
The telegram was invented.
Right.
Okay. And the no.
Okay. So in 1884, the telegraph was invented. Why do you think?
As a logical continue, it's maybe H and there, I don't know how to pronounce.
Okay, so they're saying the telegraph was invented. Why do you think it was invented? For what reason?
Maybe G to connect.
Absolutely. So we're saying for which reason? In order to connect the outlying areas of large cities with their center. Okay, so guys, you have made it to the end of the class. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you all have good plans for the rest of the evening, and hope to get to see you all again. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys. Bye now.
Thank you for the lesson.
Bye.
Yes,
Bye.
bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.